Hey YouTubers, and welcome to Bevan's Bricks. I actually have a lot I can discuss and update that I've done over the weekend. If you saw my last video, I just expanded my table 90 by 90 inches. Um, and then, well, what you see sitting here, I built a brand new parking garage. The reason I built a new parking garage, I really never cared for the color of this one that much. Um, but the main reason is there was no ramps to get from floor to floor. And to me, really, to have a good, accurate parking garage, you have to have ramps to go from floor to floor. Um, Something that I've had a few people ask me about was building it this way. Can it support cars? And to answer that question, yes, it can. This is no problem supporting cars at all. As a matter of fact, when I show you the new train or the new parking garage that I made, I already have a few cars sitting on it, as I've done a lot of work to my entire table this weekend. And I'm going to show you all that here in just a few minutes. I'm going to make a little video, as a matter of fact, showing you some of the progress that I made, and then we'll also come back and I'll kind of walk around and we'll discuss some of the things that I've done. So stay tuned and watch the few images I have here following. Anyway, in some of the pictures that I'm sure you just saw, it's a very large parking garage. As a matter of fact, the parking garage that I made, um, it's actually just as big. Actually, I think it's slightly bigger than the train station I originally made. So it's like with everything I build, it seems I go big or I don't build at all. But anyway, with this, I'm kind of in cleanup mode because with all the building I've done this weekend, I have made a huge mess. And I'm trying to put things back away, get things organized so I can start proceeding with some more builds that I intend on doing. But what I'm going to do, because a lot of people seem to like this kind of stuff, I'm going to show you ripping her down. Uh, like I said, this was a real simple build. It was something that I actually did just to show how easy it is to make a parking garage. And it was to show how you can use all these intersection base plates. Because if you're anything like me, uh, you probably have a ton of intersection base plates from trying to acquire road plates. And to me, this is the quickest and easiest way that you can build a parking garage, number one, but it's also a good, quick, easy way to use these base plates. Like I said, if you're anything like me anyway. And hopefully, if you're a long time viewer anyway, I do have a video showing how you can make a quick, easy version of a parking garage like I did this one. As I don't want to have to make another video, even though I know that the video is older. And with the video being older, it's compared to what I'm doing now, it's a lot poorer quality. So I'll be the first to admit that. But it's still out there and it is still available. Anyway, now that I kind of got that tore down so I can start putting that back in my bins. Let's go take a look at the table itself and see what I can kind of talk a little bit more about what all I've done and what I plan to do, and hopefully you enjoy. Anyway, now that we're over at the table, that's the last video I made. I had touched on that where I was starting to build my train shed. I had ordered parts for that to get that going, and since I'm waiting for parts, as you already know, you've seen my current train station. I went ahead and opened up this area, as like I said, if you saw the last video, I just made a huge expansion to the far end. I've relocated, and mind you, they are just in a temporary position. The pub, that's a building you've probably seen in my background for a while. What that is it was the bank with the laundry place on the side of it. That was my version of it. When I made it larger, a few pieces got knocked off of me moving it around. But I may end up adding one more floor to that to make it taller. But I'm thinking about actually, I might even leave it that height, but where that's actually located is where I was thinking about bringing the green building and the brown building up to the roadway, as opposed to leaving them back like that. My original thought process was there with the double road over there. I was going to put like a little garden area, so to speak, to drive around, and then it's going to be like an old city area. But I'm kind of liking the idea of with everywhere over here. Like I got some empty spots over there, and these are some pretty large buildings. And you can see my black industrial, not industrial, but office building. I'm thinking about trying to put all my big buildings back along that wall. Reason being is I don't want to fill this space in here and then not be able to see my train station after I spent so much time and effort trying to make that so decorative. But the big thing that I did this weekend was after I relocated my airport, as you can see, as a matter of fact, hold on. Didn't realize we were off skew there. I wanted to get us more leveled out. But anyway, as you can see, I built this huge parking garage. As a matter of fact, let me kind of pull. I just threw some cars on the table that I have already built up that were in a box, just to give it an idea to show that you can, this does support weight. It will hold cars. Of course, I've got to build more cars, but it will hold cars and let you place things on it. I plan on probably filling it up with a lot of different types of cars. Right now, I'm more worried about the buildings I have going on, but that is something I do intend on doing at some point. But again, let's get over here on the side. But my main reason for doing this parking garage, and why I just destroyed the yellow one, is as you can see by looking here, I have ramps that go up between the floors. So now it has a more realistic look, because now there's a way, and what it is, I put the train running through here and built the parking deck over it. So the first ramps are in the center to get to this floor. And then after you get to the second floor, you just go from floor to floor from the ramps. And you got an up and a down. I do need to make a sign or something to show that it's an up and a down. But my biggest thing is at least it has ramps. And then as you can see here, I actually went through and I tried to do some decorating. I'm trying to zoom in there a little for you. Populated the street a little bit. I haven't put any minifigs on it yet. But my whole goal was everything for this airport facade. As a matter of fact, let me scoot over, which I will do a kind of a rough pass with the camera here in just a minute. I was trying to get as many close views as I can without having to get it off the tripod, because once I get it off the tripod, my hands aren't always super steady. But my main goal here was to try and kind of finish up as much as I could anyway there in front of the airport. So I was trying to get everything tiled in. I got my bus stops in. I got a lot of my street lights in. I got the tiles placed down. I got the plants. As a matter of fact, trying to give you more of a mini fig eye view. Like I said, sorry my hands aren't super steady. What I did is, since I have the train flying through there, I was trying to kind of hide it. So by doing that, I put a little flower bed and a tree in between each post that I put for the parking deck. And then over here you can see the two different bus stops, and I have the waiting areas. And like I said, I have all the street lights out here and facing. And of course, that's the main entrance for the airport. Something I'm actually thinking about doing is possibly from here over to here, putting a pedestrian crosswalk so they can walk directly from the parking garage, much like Metro Airport has for their big blue deck, which is kind of why I went with blue. This does not look like the parking deck at the Metro Airport, but I still think it serves its purpose. The only thing I think I might change on this is I'm looking at probably buying a bunch of white tiles to put white tile finish on top of all this to get rid of the rough look. Still debating it, but for the most part right now I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. And it used all these base plates I have, because I have 4 floors of 5 base plates used. And I still have, God, I think it's another 10 intersection pieces to use, but I'm going to be using some of those on the city itself, so it's good to have them. I'm thinking about putting the McDonald's and leaving it there. Not quite sure. I might even put a larger building there, but for now that's where I was looking at putting it. But I am thinking about leaving my industrial building there. But something else I'm really excited about, if I can get it to go, is I can finally run my train. And it's making a liar out of me. Let's try that again. There we go. So I've been dying to get the train running on my train or my table again. I haven't had a train going in quite a while. So to me that's pretty exciting that I actually have the train on the table, have the track connected, and it's actually flying around now. What I've even considered doing at some point is adding a monorail system to go from somewhere in here, maybe with a little bus stop, we'll call it, or a monorail stop, go all the way down to the train station with another monorail stop, or even all the way back to the old town Main Street, if you will. This isn't going to stay on the table, this is going to get moved. Something else I considered, I'm still, like I said, kind of on the fence on what I'm going to do. I had even thought about possibly putting in this section there, maybe like the Ferris wheel, the carousel, and a few other things. But I kind of wanted to set all that up around the Disney Castle and use the Disney Castle as kind of the backdrop. That's why I'm kind of at a loss as far as what I want to do with all the space I have now. The idea I kind of have in my head at the moment is to run a street straight across here on the front side, make like townhouses, if you will. I don't know if any of you are familiar with the I have 3 kids here, so they watch a lot of children's shows. One of their favorite shows is not Family Ties. Anyway, Full House, actually, I think is the name of that show, which I believe is supposed to be filmed out of like the San Francisco area, where you had all the little houses that are just stuck together all straight in a row. That's what I thought about doing over there, but like I said, I'm still not sure. But my absolute main goal is to try and fill this and populate it as much as possible without it being too large to hide me from being able to see the train station. That's why like I said, I've relocated all my really tall buildings back to the back side of the table anyway. Something else I've done a lot of work on this weekend, thank you to my large expansion that I've done to my table, is I have got the opportunity to finally start working on my Airfield. And as you'll see here, I have my threshold lights, which I'm still playing with some ideas on those. Because an actual threshold light, you have 4 on each side, and it's supposed to be green on one side and red on the other. Right now I just have green on this end, or red on this end, and green on that end. like I said, still playing with some ideas. And then I have my edge lights, which these are the warning lights to let you know there's only 2,000 feet left on the runway. I wanted my airfield to be more accurate. In order for me to make it more accurate, I would have to make it a lot longer. And I'm trying to minimize the amount of space that I'm using for the airfield, so I can't make it as accurate as I wanted to. So I just did a little space of the yellow. Then I put my two Vassies right there and there. As you can see, this is my hold short bar, which I had to order. I forgot to order the 1x2 plates or tiles to use to fill that, so I got to wait on that. I still have to put the numbering and stuff on the face of that sign, and I will have one of these signs at every taxiway to runway location. And then I have my distance remainder signs. So there's my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it's the same thing from this side. As you're coming down the runway, it lets you know that you have 5,000, 4,000, 3,000, 2,000, 1,000 feet left. But anyway, that's what I've gotten done with my airfield so far. I just had to order more of these too, as I severely underestimated the amount of those that I'm going to need to cover the airfield. That's why I went ahead and started working on the parking garage. Something else I was able to locate over here is my security checkpoint. If you've watched my videos, you've seen this before in videos. Which what I've done here, I actually scooted the whole airport over one plate. And the reason I did that is because I want to make the entrance wider on my security checkpoint, as the current width is just not wide enough for most of the cars I'm going to build. Are going to be a minimum of 6 studs, if not 8 studs wide. And right now the drive for that is only 8 studs wide. So I want to increase the width to at least 10 studs wide. That way I can actually fit the vehicles through the checkpoint. So you will be seeing some changes to that. That'll really be the only change you see on that though. The shed, the fence style and all that's going to stay the same. I'm just going to make the fence wider, and like I said, the actual roadway wider. Again, like I said over here, I'm probably going to put a larger building, but for now, that's where I'm putting the McDonald's until I have a better idea. And then you can see down through the other end here, again, where like I said, I tried to really decorate and get that as finished as possible. And I even have an airport entrance sign, of which I also do want to place one of those down at this end of the table as well. But again, this was just a huge build weekend. The weather here was horrible. I was off for 3 days, and since there wasn't a whole lot we could do, I decided to spend the whole time down here working on my projects. I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you enjoy my new parking garage as much as I do. I think it's an awesome addition. I really like it a lot better than the original yellow one I had. And like I said, there will be a few other subtle changes I'm probably going to make to it to make it more finished and proper looking. But I'm just happy I got the whole thing up in a weekend and got it placed on the table. I couldn't be happier with how it turned out, and I'm really excited about it. Anyway, as always, I thank you for coming to Bevan's Bricks. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you continue to come back. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share below, and we'll see you next time on Bevan's Bricks.